I try to be impressive with my skills, but clearly I'm not good enough. Alright, let me take some water. Alright. I'm already getting text messages. How's it going, everybody? I'm the Zabin here. Zabin here on Broadcast. Zabin. Wow, I don't know why I felt exhausted. That was really weird. But I didn't go over the item shop yesterday. So as of right now, you still have about 7 hours to go ahead and purchase anything that's in this item shop right now. Of course, maybe some of it could stay. I don't know if they will. They might. But for those who don't know, we like to give our thoughts and opinions on everything in the item shop. And we like to separate the featured from the daily. And by the end, I like to give sort of my most recommended skin, I guess. But along the way, we do give some thoughts and opinion on each individual item. So with that said, let's go ahead and we're going to start off with our featured here and go with Swamp Stomper. Now it says Gator Trained Master Swampsman, and his back bling just says Gator Tough Swamp Original. Now this one's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It does have two different styles. You have like an albino looking one as his default, and then you have the darker one, which is just black, and then a swamp colored dark camouflage in the back. It's very interesting. I didn't expect, originally when I thought was, because you know this looks like the snout and the teeth of a gator. I kind of thought like this was gonna be the eyes or something, or like the back bling would sort of provide like eyes, but it really doesn't. But I think overall this is actually kind of a cool looking skin, something that's pretty different from what we're used to. So yeah, I actually really dig this. I believe it's 1,200. It sure is. It's a cool looking skin, I'm not gonna lie. He does have his... Oh, okay. For a second I was like, wait, it's Cycle Styles. He does have a pickaxe. I don't know why this would be the pickaxe. I feel like it should have also been something that's gator related. I don't know what exactly. Maybe this is the best thing. I mean, it's not a bad looking pickaxe by all means. I just felt like it could have been something swamp related or alligator like. I mean, it's kind of like that. You can see like out here there's little spikes, which is those little things on the gator's backs, which help them cut through the water. But yeah, it's an okay pickaxe, not gonna lie. Okay, now this, oof, it could have easily just been bundled with something, to be honest, because it's not like horrible, because it's all white, right? And then you have this like gator print that's only exclusively for just the top. Like I really don't mind that little red stripe, but it's just really weird that like they could have done another style of this where the whole thing was gator print, or more of it would be gator print. Like this actually looks pretty cool. Like I like the way that it looks here. Like if it was up to me, I'd put this part with the gator and then maybe the rest with white. But not too bad. I think that's everything for his set. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the Scarlet Serpent. Now, I thought this was gonna be the same thing as the other one, where the default style was gonna be this albino looking one, but instead it is, well, the darker one, which I'm completely fine with. It's pretty interesting. So this one, instead of being a gator, it's taking more the role of a snake. We had a skin like this before, back in, I believe, season 8. But now we have something that kind of expands on it a little more. And to be honest, it's kind of cool. I mean, honestly, like the hair being braided the way that it is, dyed, and these clips, pins, I don't know what you want to call that. I don't know what those really are. And then, of course, the colors, not even that bad. Like the black and the red, little hints of gray here and there. Like, it just looks pretty good. And then, of course, again, they have the white or gold version, I guess. The eyes stand out a lot more, I think. Oh no, the eyes are the same, but I feel like just because the coloring of this one, maybe they did change a little bit of the eyes, but the eyes look like they stand out a little bit more. They're a little more defined. She's got gold there. Hair is white. Everything about it just goes from white and gold. Not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. For 1,200, these skins aren't that bad, to be honest. They could have been worse, I think. Why did we get the same skin again? Okay, maybe it's bugged out a little bit. So we got Fearless Fang. I think this is a weird pickaxe, just because of the shape of it. Just purely the shape. I wish I could zoom in a little more. But, like, it's so, like, thin. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just looks really weird to me. But, I mean, by all means, it's not, like, a horrible pickaxe, right? You know, I could go into this and just play or what I like use, but it just looks really weird. And then this is the only glider between the two, the Sky Serpent, which doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm probably seeing I wouldn't really get it. Maybe I would, but like I think it could have been the better. Like you can not technically, you could definitely see that this is some type of like robotic snake of some sort, like this part, but then this kind of what's it called? What'd you say? Is like the is it the king cobra? The ones that like in their heads kind of pop out a little more as like a defense mechanism or something like that. That's what this reminds me of. It's not too bad. It's like a mechanized version. I think they could have easily, if they wanted to do a mech version, gone a little more out and do an actual like robot snake instead of whatever that was. Oh god, did you see her face? I hope somebody clipped that. So anywho, lace. I think honestly lace isn't that bad. Really, I just want this back bling. That's the only reason why I would get this skin. It's just for the back bling. But overall, I think the skin itself isn't really anything too special. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like some Asian goth girl, I guess, if that's your thing. And then this one's more like the colorful, bright version of the dark one. Really, I think there isn't really much to it. It could be better. I don't know how, but there's definitely much better skins than that one. Paradox. Now this one, I'm not really too much of a fan of either. I really don't know what the theme or style is here for this guy. I mean, let me see if I can get his arms down. Alright, there you go. He has like the dragon thing here. He's got a crane there. He's got all these little like beads going around his neck, and you know, he's covering his face. Like, I don't really understand what's going on with this skin. Of course, again, you know, I usually say this almost in every video, but if you guys like a certain skin, you know, if you like the skin a lot and you want it, by all means, go ahead and grab it. But honestly, I feel like it just looks really weird. Maybe if they did some like dark version as like a part of the dark series to this skin, I feel like maybe I think it could potentially have like purchase value, but as it is right now, I don't think it really is worth all that. Vision. This is an interesting, not gonna lie, pretty interesting pickaxe. I mean, really, it's just because it's a shovel with an eye in it. I think we have a pickaxe that's already somewhat similar to this, but I just think that this is an interesting looking one just because it's a shovel with an eye that has spikes on it, and it looks around. Like, that's kind of creepy. I feel like this is a pickaxe you might want to use during, like, Halloween, or if you have a creepy skin set going on, that would be what you want to use. And the Equilibrium, this one I think just looks nice. Honestly, I feel like if I had the V-Bucks for it, I mean at the moment I do, but I'm saving up for a different skin. But this is by all means a nice looking little glider that personally I wouldn't even mind having. Like, I would like to have this at some point. I could use this as a glider for the Panda Team Leader at some point, because I just feel like it just works out well. There goes your featured. We're gonna move on to the daily here. Got two skins, I almost said a backbling, a pickaxe, and 3 emotes. And I'm surprised I only have one of the 3. Let's start off with, there's a lot of blue. I like how the blue makes a T-shape. We're gonna start off with this default, the blue. Oh, of course, a season 1. A season 1. I hate this so much that they used to charge this much during season 1 to get a skin like this, which is just a simple edit to a default. They could easily, I feel like they could easily change the price on this and rarity and everything, or give it something different, give it a different flair. You know, change the style of the shirt and the hat, and just change the whole thing. Give it either alternate style, or, you know, different coloring and such, or give it a back bling. Because for 1,200, you might as well give us something extra to be like, okay, you know what, this is kind of worth it. Because usually skins like this would be 800 V-Bucks, and then, what would that be, 9, 10, 11, 12? So the back bling is like about 400, pretty much. So they should easily just give us this with alternate styles, or with the back bling. Heck, or both would be a lot better, and this would definitely be a purchasable skin. Now, personally, I wouldn't mind actually getting this. I would like to get this, just because this is one of my favorite defaults in the game. But for that pricing, I'm pretty sure you might just want to save off for another one. Next, we got Vice. Now, he looks like a swamp guy, right? Like, the colors just say to me, like, the swampy area. I don't know how that's going to work out with the new map, but I think he doesn't look too bad, honestly. It's just a default that's, like, recolored, right? Like, all this is recolored, touched up, a little bit of dirt on the shoes if that wasn't there already, and then maybe a little bit on the arms, and then of course you just got to cover the face. Simple as that. Nothing crazy, no back bling. Not bad. 800 V-Bucks is definitely kind of worth it when you think about it for this skin. We're gonna move on to the Batsicle, a pickaxe from Season 1. I'm surprised they even came. I don't know what the idea was. This. What if we put a sickle in a bat and then just bolted it in? That's such a weird concept. It works, I guess. Personally, I'm not too much of a fan of this pickaxe, just because I just think it looks really weird, and I really don't see no need for it, right? So, I think again, it's just a weird looking pickaxe. There is 3 emotes though. 3 emotes. We're gonna start off obviously with the one we have. I forgot what. I don't know if this already has a name, but Double Up. I know this was trending for a while. I know I seen this. I got this emote, and then later that day, or maybe the following day, I ended up finding out that this was like a dance thing that was trending on TikTok. But for some reason, the animation for this, I don't know if you got to look very closely, but the torso area, I don't know if it's only the females or it applies to males also, but the left side here, or the character's right side, sort of caves in. And you can tell it does because it doesn't look like that here until you're doing the emote. If it'll ever load. See? They just, for some reason, they made the waist really thin. I don't know if nobody's ever noticed that, but I have. So, Epic, I don't know if that's something you want to fix, because I don't know. Since we started off with a blue, we're going to go on to advanced math. Not gonna lie, back in school, aside from being really good at weightlifting and CrossFit and that, my subject was math. I excelled in math that to a point, I think it was 2 times ever in my high school year, which was my first and my last year. I've had teachers say that I should be in advanced math, which was calculus, but at the time I was just like, why would I want to take calculus? So just a little fun backstory. I never took calculus. People say calculus is a lot harder in comparison to other math things. Honestly, I just think there was no need, especially with what I'm doing. And last we got Shadow Spar. I mean, it's literally that. You're shadow sparring. I don't know what style this is, karate or something, but it's literally that. Alright, so with the next 6 hours, 50 minutes, 25 seconds, this is my final verdict on everything that's in the item shop. For the featured, I think in terms of the skins, it's gonna go literally left to right. I think the swamp guy is a little more impressive than the serpent girl, and they're both definitely for sure way better than the Lace and the Paradox skin. I honestly think that. It was kind of a debate between these two. I feel like, in a way, these two are, like, pretty neck and neck. Like, they're tied, in my opinion. But I decided to give it to him just because I think I like the concept of, instead of usually having a hoodie, you know, right? Usually the cliche, I guess, is a hoodie being like a wolf's head or something like that. His is a gator, so I feel like it's something that's a little more original, and I kind of like that. And hers isn't too bad. Pickaxes, I think I might give it to Swamp Slicer. And then, of course, she's the only one with a glider, and he doesn't. He has a wrap, so, I mean, you might as well get both. I think they're part of the same... No, he is Gator Force, and she is Serpent Strike. So, hopefully there's more to those sets than just simply this one skin. For the daily, it's not really that hard. I mean, in a way, these two are neck and neck for me, just because he doesn't look that bad and is at a good price, while this one is a favorite default who's at an insane price. So, in a way, to me, they're neck and neck, but obviously, I would definitely recommend getting Vice, just because this is an overpriced default. But again, like I said, you guys can get anything you want. It's up to you on what you like and prefer. The Batsicle, I really don't like too much. I think it's just really weird. It's an original thing, at least, but I just think it's kind of weird. And then lastly, for the emotes, I think it's simple as Double Up being number 1, Advanced Math at number 2, and then Shadow Spar being the last of them all. Of course, that could vary. I don't see, I mean, personally, some people might see it, but me personally, I don't see Shadow Spar being this like troll emote or anything like that. I mean, I feel like it wants to be, or could have been, but it just doesn't feel like it. It just feels like something you just do to pass the time or whatever. Between Double Up and Advanced Math, the reason why Double Up I feel like is number 1 is because it's an emote that you can do with somebody else. It's kind of like the high five, you know, you do it and somebody who comes along has the opportunity just to hold down a button and perform that action with you. So the fact that it's an emote that you dance, I really like that a lot. And then Advanced Math, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like this music can be kind of catchy and stuck in your head for a bit, so it's not too bad. It's definitely better than Shadow Sparring. I don't think Shadow Sparring is like the best. But with that said, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Please hit that like and subscribe. We have a Discord link down below in the description of this video. We have also a Cash App link down there also, so if you guys would like to donate via Cash App, because that's the only thing we're accepting at the moment, please do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here and the other channel, the Zapin Project. With that said, I'll see you guys next time. As always, please stay healthy.